Hey guys, final weekend. Well, almost final weekend, final regular season weekend. Next week, it's conference championship weekend. But time to start talking seriously about college football playoffs. And like we said here in the break, we were talking, there are some two-loss teams who may get left out.
Yeah, no question. And it's going to be interesting to see how they weigh. I think the big talk right now is Miami and Notre Dame. How do Miami beats Notre Dame head to head, but Notre Dame's ranked ahead of them right now. If they both have two losses and Miami doesn't make that title game, do they get in? Then the other thing is you got bid stealers. Does BYU play their way in, win the conference Big 12 automatic bid? Texas Tech gets in, BYU's in. That may knock Alabama out of the college football play. There's a lot of things that can happen, and somebody's going to be out and not happy about it.
Yeah, and a couple things come to mind. First off, if Oregon were to lose with two losses and not very many good wins on their schedule, maybe they drop out as well. With Big Ten, might not have as many as they would like. Can Michigan defeat Ohio State, and really throw some craziness in there. And so there's some games that could really throw the whole thing, just blow it all up. And I'm always for seeing what crazy scenarios come up when things get blown up. So
We love carnage.
exactly.
We love chaos.
Yep.
Yeah, we get it all the time.
I want to see it burn.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're right. You think about really BYU and Michigan, the two teams really. BYU should beat Central Florida this week, but then the rematch in the Big 12 title game next week against Texas Tech. And to your point, we've always said, look, if you're in going into championship weekend, right, and Texas Tech would be, if you lose to BYU, you can't then be knocked out and your place taken by a team that didn't play Alabama in a conference championship game. I
Yep.
mean, that happened last year, and I think the logic applies again this year.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think you're spot on. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. And of course, we got a lot of games to pick to see what happens this week before we know all that.
Yeah. Hey, let's get to it. Starting with at Geese Memorial Stadium, the Illini and the Wildcats. Who you got?
I if Illinois plays like they did against Wisconsin, they probably can't beat the three of us. But I really think that I think Illinois is going to play better. I think they're going to be more motivated coming into this game. With Northwestern's bowl eligible, Illinois kind of has something to prove here, and I think the Illini pull out the win.
I'm going with the Illini, but not nearly as confidently as I would have had they powered through Wisconsin.
Yeah, yeah. I'm on Illini too. Same reasons. Senior day, emotions. You're at home. I just think they're a better team than what they were last week. I think they'll. I don't know how you look past Wisconsin, but they did. I think they'll be focused. They'll get the win Saturday night. Okay, Ohio State, Michigan from the Big House in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, I just don't think Michigan's good enough to beat Ohio State this time. I know this sounds crazy because they always beat Ohio State, but I think Ohio State finally gets it done. I think they have some serious motivation, and I don't think Michigan's quite as good.
Yeah, I actually think Michigan and USC are two of the more lackluster teams that are being looked at right now. I think Ohio State is finally going to get that monkey off their back, and I think they're going to win it impressively this week.
I do too. I think Ohio State and Indiana right now really are the two best teams in the country. I don't care what conference. Let's go to the SEC right now. Alabama and Auburn, the Iron Bowl.
Always one of those matchups you can throw out the records, as they say. But no, I think at this time Alabama gets this win. I think it's imperative they win this game if they want to have an opportunity to play in this college football playoff.
Auburn has a great defense, but that won't matter. Alabama's going to win.
Yeah, I got to go tied as well. I hate to be the same with you guys, all three, but that's where I am. UGA, Georgia Tech, Georgia. This was 2 weeks ago. This was a great matchup, but boy, it has lost a lot of luster right now. They're at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The Yellow Jackets really just have lost their sting. It looked like they were going to be headed to the ACC championship game, but laid an egg at home last week against Pitt, and now they're playing. I mean, even if they win this game, they may be a two-loss team that doesn't get in.
Yeah, I think Georgia handles them here. Georgia Tech's tough. They've done a good job. They battled back and become a more relevant program, but they have not looked good the last couple weeks. I'll take
Georgia
Bulldogs.
Yeah, Georgia is peaking at the right time. I think they might even creep into that discussion with Indiana and Ohio State. So I think Georgia's going to take this one. I think this one could be awfully one-sided as well.
I do too, but I'm going to go opposite just once. Georgia Tech really could have maybe should have won that game last year over in Athens. It was a
Mm-hmm.
really well played game. I'm going to pick the Jackets pull off the upset. Okay, finally, Texas and Texas A&M in Austin.
Yeah, this is an odd one. I think Texas is playing really well right now, and I think they're going to pull off the upset. I really do. I think that they're going to beat Texas A&M. Texas A&M needs to lose. I think that maybe they're still in a good spot. They're going to make the playoff, but I like Texas pull the upset.
I actually think the upset of A&M should have happened last week.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't. And now I think they're going to have some confidence. And also, being the little stepbrother of Texas, this team's going to be fired up to beat the snot out of the Longhorns.
Yeah, I'm a believer in the Aggies in this one. I think they get it done, and they go 12-0. All right, we got to run. Listen, again, we are busy. Big game, 6:30 p.m. on Fox. If you can't make it out to Geese Memorial Stadium, the Illini and the Wildcats. Appreciate all of our guests stopping by, of course. Appreciate you as well. Enjoy the games and enjoy the weekend, and be safe. All right, for the fellas, we all say see ya, and of course, we finish off by saying ILL.
I and I.